Low-key just put my phone in a dangerous little spot. But you know what? YOLO. Am I fully clothed as I'm doing this video? Yeah, maybe. I'm going to be sharing some life anecdotes. Kind of whipping out a word from like sophomore year English. Anecdote. I think I had a crush on this girl. I didn't really think I fully realized it at the time, but I did. And I also had a crush on this guy. There was no moves happening with the guy, just to be clear. There was nothing going on. Low-key? There was nothing with the girl. There was nothing with anybody. I need to be serious. There was nothing going on, okay? I was so quiet. I was such a quiet person that I just kind of listened to everybody's problems and kind of just took it. So she would always talk to me about her issues or relationship problems. She was like, oh, I'm so sad. And I'd be like, here. I had brain fog. I was just like, wow. Living la vida loca. One day, the guy actually ended up asking her to be his girlfriend. Yeah, you heard that right. There's over 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever kids at the school. And somehow the two people that I liked at that time ended up dating. So not that I was ever in the picture, but if I was completely evaporated at that point. I actually killed two birds with one stone. Yeah, happy for y'all, for real. Table mates with both of them, relationship mates with 0 of them. Crazy ratio, to be honest. I was in class. This was a case where I didn't really like this kid until he started giving me attention. And I was like, wait, you're looking a little different these days. Just to give context, I am very introverted, very awkward, yeah, my brain was fogged. He then asks me a question. I was so in a daze. Like, I don't know what it was. I genuinely lost all ability to speak. And so I just ended up saying, I'm dead serious. I responded to him in sounds. And I was so, that was like an out-of-body experience. I've never done that. Like, is that not something you would see in a really, like, in some corny wattpad story or something? Just, I tripped on my tongue. I'm awkward, but I've never been that awkward before where I just lost, like, I've had moments where I've been stunned to silence. Responding with gibberish, that was new for me. I was at a hotel. The fire alarm went off in the middle of the night. I think I got my period overnight, so I was wearing no protection or anything. The second I was awake, I was like, oh, nah. So I was standing outside, 3 a.m., looking just rough as hell with this fat period stain on my ass. And then I had to, oh my God, that's another thing, we couldn't take the elevators. So I had to walk up and down the stairs with a crowd behind me. Seeing the stain, a crowd going up and down. I had people on every side of me as I was walking, and as I was walking up, I was like, I can't do this. You know, when you're walking, when someone's walking up behind you on the stairs, their butt level, like their eye level is your butt. I wanted to be gone. Like, I was like, this just can't be right. I actually just feel like I was like the jester, the town jester with the period stain on my butt. I like this guy. And unfortunately, again, he then proceeded to show me attention. You know how that story goes. He was one of those guys where he was like a rare species of attractive and nice. Smart, like hardworking and attractive. And I was like, something has to be wrong. I had to go to the orthodontist that day of class. I had like some cartoon, stereotypical nerdy ass gear in my mouth when I came back. He gave me this nasty lisp so bad I couldn't even understand myself. Like, it was, I'm not exaggerating when I say the worst lisp ever. Like, it was horrible. Like, I already had a lisp, but this multiplied it by a million, billion, quadrillion. New lisp. I know you just saw that bug hit my nose. New lisp. It gets to a point. What is this, bro? Bro, I'm talking for the next however long, and I still have the damn bug on my lip. I've been on this story for like 85 years. Basically what happens, I come back to class. Of course, we moved seats while I was gone, and I'm now sitting next to Apricot. Read out loud back and forth with your new seat partner. All right, do you want me to kill myself? Personally, I want you to wipe that dead bug off your lip, but you know, that's just me. It just feels like it's a setup. There's a crew around here filming this because there's just no way. Luckily, he was nice and I didn't get bullied like I did in like elementary school. This kid came up to me and he said, "You have a lisp." And I said, "Shut up, stupid." It just feels as if I could have picked any word other than stupid. Was at Disneyland. I sat on this bench. I guess my butt hitting that bench was the calling signal for this man to then get down on one knee and begin proposing to his girlfriend on the same bench. After I sat down, 2 seconds later, I hear, "No, you make me the most happy." I'm like, what? It felt like I was in it. Like I felt like I was part of, like I should have been at the wedding at that point. I could have said yes too. It's a very sweet moment. It just really felt like I wasn't supposed to be in that proximity. I think if you're proposing, you have to be a distance from everybody else. Proposing that close to another person, it was just not involved. It's kind of crazy. We were in the middle of class. I don't know where our work was. I'm wondering where the assignments were at. Our class ended up taking that fucking like BDSM test, or like the the rice purity. It was one of the two. We were having a free time or something. The bug was in my mouth. The bug was in my mouth. The bug from earlier was in my mouth. How long was that there? No, bruh. Ugh, like this, add this to the list. Anyway, everyone's taking that. I'm not taking it because why on earth would I do that here with you people? Of course, I end up getting peer pressured because I was such a pushover then. Like, it took absolutely nothing. You better believe I lied. Like, I was lying on half the questions because there's just no way. It was like, have you ever held hands? Have you ever kissed? Have you ever done? And I had done nothing. Absolutely nothing. And honestly, if I took the test right now, it would be exactly the same. And that's the craziest part, is the results would be the same. I was like, I can't just sit here and circle 0, 0, absolutely nothing for all of these. So I was low-key lying. Like, I was like, yeah, obviously I've held hands. Like, I submitted the test and I got vanilla shake, vanilla plain yogurt, plain vanilla back as my result. First of all, that's crazy because I was lying. So that means that my actual result was even less than that. I just remember sharing it and I mean, like, as expected. Yeah, just as we expected. That's just crazy. Like, it's crazy that it was expected, and it's also crazy that even with the fibbery, I still got that. You know, I think I've ran dry. Oh, I haven't ran dry, but I think for the sake of myself, we're gonna be wrapping this one up. I'm gonna try and scrape by with a bit of dignity I have. That's it for today's video of me sharing embarrassing moments / just very unfortunate series of events that felt like they were scripted against me, but nope, it was just real life video. Thank you so much for watching. I always forget to say it out loud, but my Instagram is in the description if you'd like to give her a little follow. See you guys again on Tuesday, as we do, as is routine. I low-key think I'm allergic to something in this hot tub.